Hey everyone, and thank you ever so much for stopping by the channel today. It's Melinda Sweetman here with you, and I'm sharing these two 6x8 pages for Colour Blast. So a really quick little bit of backstory here. These two pages are going into my nephew's first birthday gift from me, which I hope that his parents are not watching this. However, I'm putting together an album for him, and my contribution is going to be the 6x8 full pages, and I've got Project Life Kit for them, and I figured they're the better ones to pick the photos and do the journaling because they've spent the first 12 months with him. So I'm just going to put the basics, the bones of the album together for them, and then they can have a bit of a play. So I wanted to do something crafty, creative for them, and so I am doing some 6x8 pages. I'm starting with this one. The photo up in the top right is of my sister and her partner on their baby shower day, and I'm pretty sure that you may have already seen this photo for our album, but I'm not 100% sure. This first page is just photo and pretty and cute. I'm going to put on the back of this some sort of journaling. It may very well be a letter to Emmett, basically telling him how excited everyone was to meet him, and first grandbaby on one side, and how the rest of us were just super excited to meet him. I've popped I talked all the way through that, but on that white cardstock, which I cut to 6x8, I used my Envy colour paste and smeared some of that through a star stencil on a diagonal from the top left to the bottom right. I did use a pencil to mark in where my photo cluster was going. And then I sprinkled using some of the colour shimmer pot in Envy as well. Now, if you don't have the colour shimmer pots, you could always use the colour shimmer spray or even the colour paste and just water that down and sprinkle it across the page. Pop that one aside to dry, and now I'm working on the second one. As you can see, I've got this beautiful squishy little photo of him. This was taken on the day that he was born. It is one of my all-time favourite photos of him. He was actually snuggled up in my arms when I took this photo, and he's just got the most gorgeous squishy little face. And so this is going to be like his birth page in the album that I'm working on. I decided I was going to use this paper, which I love. I love that candy cane blue and white stripe. I'm just cutting that down to 6x8. And as you noticed, I had mounted my photo on some blue tissue paper. Flipping through some ephemera here, I decided I was going to include that blue butterfly, and then I decided on this stencil. As you saw there, I just flipped it over, and I really preferred the plain blue for the whole background. This stencil is by Flutterby Designs, another Australian company, and I am going to use Snow White colour paste and Sing the Blues colour paste, and you'll see in just a second that I'm just going to smear the colour through randomly. The two colours, I'm going to cover the whole stencil, essentially the whole of this paper, and then leave that to air dry. Now, I haven't done a ton of mixed media on these pages, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. I didn't want to overcomplicate things. I didn't want to make them too lumpy and bumpy either. I just wanted something sweet, something handmade, something from his auntie to him. And so that's why I've kept it fairly simple, but I think that the pages are really effective, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. So you can see I'm just smushing that colour paste through the stencil, and you can see that I'm overlapping the two colours. It's one of the beautiful things about having some understanding of the colour wheel and using white. I mean, you can blend everything with white, right? But yeah, you'll see when I give you the close-up of this. I'm going to cut out in a second actually and come back live. So I will come back once that's done. Okie doke. So I have done my mixed media on the background. These are going to be pretty simple pages. This is the Envy splatters and the Envy colour paste, and it's all dry. I'm just going to erase my pencil lines. What I have done, bits and pieces of, 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there. I've adhered all my layers together. I've just mounted that on some yellow paper and then a doily on the back, and I've stuck my little stalk on. I will put some cardboard behind him so that he doesn't get smushed up on the page. I've also added a bit of cardboard behind that because I'm going to layer that, and there's that and that. So they're all going on that page. And this one is this all dried. I love this, it looks so pretty. I did end up cutting it down a bit. I wasn't 100% happy with it. It wasn't quite in the middle. And I've cut this to 6 by 8. You can see I'm missing a little bit here, but I've got this. I've come up with a little way of covering that up there. I've mounted the photo. Now beautiful. I've got some baby blue tissue paper and then some card, and then the back side of this is that stripe. He's going to go down here, and I've stuck the butterfly onto the corner. So I'm just going to assemble my pages, and then this one is going to have journaling on the back. I think this one I might just put a label or something with his birth information on it, which I'm not going to record. I'm not even sure if it's going to be in the final photos because, yeah, birth information, I don't need to share that. So yeah, I'm going to pop you on fast forward. I hope you enjoy. So now I'm just assembling my pages. I'm starting by rubbing out the pencil lines here, and I'm going to use a combination of my wet glue, which is the Scotch Scotch Tacky Glue, and also my ATG. I'm pretty sure that I just apply one little bit of cardboard here and then, yeah, cut, because you don't need to watch me applying all the little tiny bits of cardboard there. And I'm just going to stick that down. Now, you can see very clearly that I've used the Envy colour paste and the Envy splatters. I decided to bring the green in because it's on that moon, on the hangy bit on the moon, and I clearly didn't think about it very well, but it gets chopped off. Most of the green bit gets chopped off, but the green still looks fine. I'm still happy with it, but I didn't realise until I was editing my video exactly what I'd done. The things we do, hilarious. As I mentioned, I had cut down this piece, and I'm just attaching that in the middle, attaching this. You saw me change the tissue paper behind my photo. I wasn't happy with the blue I picked the first time. And then these few bits of ephemera are from, so the butterfly is from a Project Life value kit, a baby one. And then the baby love and this little piece that I'm sticking down now are from the crepe paper Little You collection. One is from the ephemera and one is from the 6x6 paper pad, and then that ephemera I've got on the left hand side is also the Little You ephemera pack. And I don't end up using anything else from that pack. Do have some labels that I believe I did a print and cut on my Cameo. I tried the blue one because everything else is blue, and then I found this yellow one. I thought, oh, maybe I can add some yellow in. I'm like, yep, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to add the yellow one there without anything on it. You'll see me glue that down, and then I'm going to also, I'm using, what am I doing? So I just used my tiny attacher to put a couple of staples in the yellow label above the photo, and then a couple of staples up here at the top just to attach everything. And here's a quick close-up. Now obviously I haven't put all of his information on that label at the bottom yet. It's not stuck down. I am going to put his full name, his date of birth, his birth weight, length, all that kind of stuff on there, and into the close-ups here. So I just thought that I would share these pages. They're a bit cute, even if I do say so myself. It doesn't always have to be complicated. It doesn't always have to be extra messy. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I feel like I can continue with the next few pages and get pages into the album going at this rate rather than, you know, doing lots of stuff in the background. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. Please, if you have any questions, leave them below. I will provide links to Colour Blast and to my blog and to their blog and everything in the description box below. As always, thank you ever so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments, and a big welcome to any new subbies I have. I'm getting closer and closer to that 1,000. I will be back again soon with another layout. You've probably noticed that things are quieting down a bit, but things are going to kick off again soon. So thanks for stopping by, and I will see you again soon. Bye.